It's quiet.
Send your roses when they think you need to
My
smile.
bad.
I can't control myself because I don't know how. When they love me for it, honestly, I'll be here for a while. So give them blood, gallons of the stuff. Give them all that they can drink, and it will never be enough. So give them blood. Grab a glass because there's going to be a flood. A celebrated man amongst the gurneys. They can fix me proper with the big block. The doctors and the nurses, they adore me so, but it's really quite alarming, 'cause I'm such an awful fuck. I gave you blood, gallons of the stuff. I gave you all that you can drink, and it has never been enough. I give you blood.
Beef Coons, kind of human wreckage that you love. It is the 21st, Tuesday.
I should know that tomorrow's my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday, my wife.
Yeah.
My wife. A birthday.
Look, I got her a gift.
What is it? Let me see.
It's a wax burner.
Aww.
Because we don't have a lot of money, so I figured I'd just get her something.
That's a cool wax burner.
She likes wax burners.
I know, they're everywhere. So do you just put it in like the back of the house or something?
No, why?
Of the wax burner. It's a house.
Oh, no, the roof comes off and then goes back on top.
The roof goes off and comes back on top. It is Tuesday,
Well, we know that.
January 21st, episode 20.
Is it?
The year of your Satan. And let me tell you what, Steven, we're back. It is Inside the Minds with the Brothers Brain.
So,
Boop. Inside the Mind with the Brothers Frame. Boop.
So,
Inside the Brand with the Brothers Frump. Boop.
So,
Inside the Brothers Humphrey. God damn it!
Inside the Mind with the Brothers Humphrey.
Thank you!
I had something to say and I don't remember. Oh, yeah, you said you were calling Sam. That's what I was waiting for.
I know, I said I'd call her. We'd call her between 5 and 5:30. And guess what, Steven?
It's 5:44.
Yeah.
We're late. Does that shock anyone?
No. Well, let me tell you what, Steven. Would you be surprised if I told you that... I don't remember what I was going to say, God damn it.
Tuesday recordings suck.
Well, let me tell you what, Steven.
My brain just doesn't work.
Your brain doesn't work?
Yeah. This gets me hyped. Then I'd be like, Tuesday, January 21st, 2020, Inside the Mouse Brothers Humphrey. Jeremy! So afraid! Steven!
You packing, look who's laughing now.
And it's time to call the fact checkers Samantha. You can't fade it. You're supposed to just stop it.
Oh, you're right.
Take a good look at yourself and see.
Well, let me find her.
The preparedness. Black sheep.
Have you any wool?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
My man.
Pickle Rick.
Sorry.
Hi, guys.
Who's this?
This is, Sam.
Oh, Sam, my boss.
His boss's name is
Green.
Sam. Sam Green. Because he said Josh's. What's his last name? Green.
Did I?
Yeah.
What is his last
Yeah,
name? Knowles?
Orange.
Orange.
Knowles.
I laughed so fucking hard at that.
That just
I
shows
even
you.
rewound it to listen to it again.
That just shows you how much I don't care about Josh. And he gave me a microfiber cloth.
You got one too?
Yeah, man. He was like, "Hey, buddy, I like you. Here's a cloth."
What the fuck? Liz got one too.
Yeah, I think we got him the same day. That's when we were all over at your house. She was picking
Oh
the kids
yeah,
up.
I didn't know what you were fucking talking about that.
I was like, I didn't get one.
Yeah, someone spilt something or something in my car, and
Oh yeah, and he like, oh, I remember he buzzed up in the hatch. He's like, I have a whole pack.
yeah, he had like 30 of them. I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
Liz got a fancy makeup removing cloth, and it feels like heaven's clouds.
Speaking of that, so I'm in like this group chat with a bunch of us girls, and I was like, so you guys, I think my ex-husband's gonna buy some of these shine cloths, and they were like, if you get your ex-husband to order off his website, you're a fucking expert. I was like, I mean, I'm not saying that, but like, I got him on the hook. They were like, bro, what the fuck?
Well, how does that make you an expert? Because a dude ordered a makeup thing?
No, the ex-husband.
No, because it's my ex-husband.
Oh.
Do they
Like,
have
how
it?
many people text their ex-husband to be like, hey, you want to order some makeup stuff?
I mean,
Makeup remover, makeup anything?
That's
That's not
ever
fair.
since it fell, it
Oh.
still charges. It just doesn't light up.
So do these cloths have exfoliating bumps in them?
Oh.
Do they have what?
Do they exfoliate?
They have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
They're bigger than the standard size makeup wipe. They have makeup remover. They have a little bit of exfoliant in it, but not a whole lot because that's actually really harsh on the face every time you remove your makeup. You should have an exfoliating day. So like one day where you use like a mask or exfoliate your face.
What if I took a dildo and just slapped myself in the face with the dildo a bunch of times? Does that help?
It might.
Exfoliate?
Really then just, you're not exfoliating then, you're really giving
Exfoliate.
yourself a pressure massage.
Oh, exflacity.
And it would actually, you actually would be helping the elasticity of your face.
Wow.
Or whatever part of your body you're
He's
using.
as elastic as it gets. He just keeps getting bigger and he keeps stretching.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you for telling me I gained weight.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. No,
So I do have some corrections for you guys on your last episode.
What was our last episode?
the one where you called her husband green.
No, was it? Oh, that's when we talked to Shell. Good times.
Yeah. You tried to call me a bunch of times, but I was sleeping, and you never sent a drone to explode me.
What'd you say? I'm
So,
sorry.
I mean,
We call her lazy,
I-
right? Made fun
you
of her a
did.
ton,
And
yeah.
then in my voicemail, you were like, I'm going to call you every 5 minutes. If you don't answer, we're sending a drone to explode you.
Yeah, because this is Star Wars.
And the drone never came.
Well, it got lost. It got shot down on the south side.
Yeah, we're so
Yeah.
we went full on you're Iran and we're America, and we just sent a drone.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
drone
now we're cool.
strike.
Now we're cool.
Yeah.
All's good.
So,
Yeah, your mom sent us
so to be
nudes.
soon, my mom did not send you nudes, and you didn't request nudes. You asked for carrot, or as Stephen always incorrectly says, fire dick.
Fire dick.
Sex
Fire
pictures.
crotch.
He always says it wrong. It's carrot dick.
Carrot
Carrot
cock.
crotch. Sex
And,
pictures.
and that's
But I
the
was
funny
sleeping.
thing
There was
is,
no,
I was kind of like,
there was no sex happening.
I helped created that. I can't even remember.
You weren't getting laid?
No, I was sleeping.
No, she
Like
was
I
getting
always-
laid. She just couldn't feel it.
Baby carrot.
What's concerning about that is that's Josh's number one joke. Oh, I'm always having sex. Even when you're sleeping, you just can't feel it.
Oh,
And it's not
because he's got a
something to
micro
brag
dick.
about.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, if
Bill
you can fuck
Cosby,
a chick
you.
while she's sleeping and she doesn't feel it, you do not brag. It's not good. Anywho,
And he poop.
Steve Coon, you said to Jeremy, you're something about this podcast not being that impressive. And you said a bunch of words. Impressive was the first word. So you're like, Jeremy, you're not fat, and the word was impressive. You're correct. To Jeremy, you said, I don't lie. You're lying. You wear glasses. You're the only one who wears glasses. You idiot, you wear glasses.
That's the That's the whole point. And I haven't worn mine
I
in
know,
forever.
but I was so mad because you were like, "You're lying." I don't lie. You wear glasses, and I was like, "Motherfucker, wearing glasses doesn't make you a liar. I'm wearing glasses."
Yeah, again, and
Like I had a minor.
yeah.
She had to rub it in my face that
I'm
Yeah.
sitting there like, yeah, okay, out of the two of us here, all right, that's cool.
I don't lie.
Yeah, tell that to Vincey when you fuck Sam.
Not a correction, but Jeremy, I fucking love TikTok, so don't be hating.
I mean, how old are you?
It's funny because
You're not 30 yet, so it's okay.
I haven't been on it like since I sent him those videos, and that was a long time ago. Like I have, let me see here, and I cleared it recently. 99 notifications. Oh look, TikTok.
Although I did walk through the front door today, and Mackenzie goes, "Isn't that where it's down for TikTok?" I don't know what to do with myself. I was like, I don't know, read a fucking book.
Oh, the girls are so obsessed with it. And then at one point, Gabby's like, "Dad, I'm gonna put a video on TikTok." I was like, "Let's see it." And I saw it, and she was listening. She was lip syncing to a song while dancing very sexually and looking all seductive. I said, "You better delete that shit."
That's all TikTok is. You just describe TikTok in like however many words that was.
You can't. No,
But
you
Emma's
can't say
10.
that, Jeremy. You can't say that because she's got to be her own woman.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She could be her own whatever she wants. I just don't want to see
Emma is
it.
making TikToks on Bryson's account.
Oh,
And
she's
that
playing
thoroughly, it thoroughly pisses Bryson off. He gets so mad.
Yeah,
Every
because
time he
if
logs
it,
on to his TikTok account and it's Emma's videos, he's like, "Knock this shit out," and he like freaks out.
you're ruining my fan base about Fortnite.
Yeah, they even found his friend from school. They went on there and was like, "Chanel's terrible," and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. It was a thing. I don't know, dude.
I hate kids. Why do we have kids?
It's always a thing with kids.
I don't know why we have so many damn kids.
I hate them. I mean, I don't hate my kids. I just hate kids.
Yes, no, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, I never wanted
I say that
kids. I think
all
when
the
I
time.
first started dating Sam, I said, "Yeah, I don't want no kids."
That's what I said to
And
Dan.
No, like, I always
a month
wanted kids.
later, I'm pregnant. God, cool, all right.
Like, I always wanted kids, but then the thought of kids, like, it really upsets my stomach. Like, I see all these kids, and I'm like, you guys are all, like, terrible. What the fuck is wrong with every single one of you? And then I'm like, I just love my babies. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with every single one of you? It's just like a vicious circle.
Mackenzie's
What
been
the fuck is wrong with you?
Mackenzie's been on some special shit recently.
Oh, my
She's
God.
been extra. She's
And
been
she's,
double
like,
mint
Josh's
gum.
favorite. Yeah, like, she's Josh's favorite name, and he's like, what is happening with her? I'm like, dude, I don't know. She's terrible.
She's Josh's favorite. Josh's because until
Steven's tooth is showing.
Until you bear his kid, that's the closest thing to a daughter he's gonna have. The other one came out of
We're
Jeremy.
not having kids.
Never?
No.
Never at all?
No.
Steven's hiding his
Never
tooth
at all.
now.
On Friday, I actually go to see if I'm getting a hysterectomy or my tooth tied.
Oh, nice.
No, I wanted a baby. I want babies. I just can't have them.
Well, this is where you take an egg out and you shove it in Josh.
I mean, I thought about it, but
It could work.
just no. Actually, after I had Mackenzie, they said if I have another baby, it will literally kill me.
Oh.
And it's not a thing. So I can't have any of Josh's babies, but I want to.
I'll have
Like
Josh's
you,
baby.
so I would actually be very envious, and I would probably cry a whole lot. So
You could have it. I'll just be a surrogate. Just take the money due. Take the money due off my child support. We'll call it even.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we
when-
totally got off topic, didn't we?
Yeah, I only have a couple more things. Jeremy said communism wrong when you guys were making fun of Prince.
I,
The song that was playing.
we were making fun of Trump, weren't we?
Well, he was making
I
fun
was
of
making
Trump.
I was making fun of Donald Trump, so I said the word wrong on purpose because he says all the words wrong
And I was
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I totally thought you were making fun of Prince.
No, that wasn't even Prince. That was who was that? That was Taps.
Taps,
That was
yeah.
an artist called Taps. Never heard of him.
No, I knew that.
Oh.
But I thought you were making fun of Prince to the song.
Oh.
Which we could have, because it sounded like a Prince song. That one where he starts
So
singing
that
and
made
it's
it-
like echoing.
Yeah, so that just made it so much better for me. So we can just ignore that part. You don't have to cut it out. Just like that just made it so much better for me. So which brings me to Homer Simpson.
No.
He's 6 feet tall.
Wow.
He is 6 feet tall.
Homer's
and he
tall.
weighs anywhere between 240 pounds and 315 pounds, which doesn't seem like that correlates.
Isn't that fucked
240
up?
Pounds, yeah, because 6 feet tall and 240 pounds isn't that overweight.
Yeah, they
No,
make him
right.
they make him seem like he's the fattest guy ever, and he weighs less than me.
Right. That's
And
Yeah.
then when he got super fat and he was 315, he weighs less than Steven.
and that's what I'm. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
'cause
so like I was looking at 240, and I was like, I'm not that far off. I mean, I don't weigh 240 pounds, but I'm not that far off.
yeah, just 239.
And I was like, and I'm not even close. I mean, I'm 239.9, and I'm not even close to 6 feet tall.
I know. I'm what?
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
I'm a half an inch off of 6 foot, and
Are you that tall?
yeah,
Yeah, he's 5'11".
5'11".
5'10"?
Technically, I'm 5'11" and 3/4.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a half inch shorter than me.
Yeah, I make it up in my cock, though.
Yes, he does. So if
No, Jeremy, you're only 5'10".
I used to be... So, before my back surgery, they measured me at 5'11", and now they measure me at 5'10".
I did not believe you were ever 5'11".
Hey, tell that to the lady who measured me at my...
I will.
the pre-surgery doctor's appointment that took 7 hours.
well, when I was
You were standing on your motherfucking pigeon tiptoes.
My pigeon tip.
damn, when I was 240 pounds, I was happy. You know, I was 240 pounds at almost 6 foot, and it was 2X shirts, and I could fit some XLs. I felt good about that. Now here I am, just as fat as Homer when he was so obese he couldn't work, actually heavier, and I slip and fall on ice.
I did too this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Right on my left knee.
It was as soon as I got out of the truck, I slipped and fell on my right knee and slammed back on my back. Fucking shit!
So I was talking with my boss about trying to help
Jimmy.
make up this $300 I need just to break even, and that's not like food and
I mean,
like
you could stay with your wife.
um.
It might be a
He's
shitty situation.
And he was like, "Did you ever? You could cancel your health. I get free health insurance, but I have to pay for it. I pay $200 a month for Gabby because Vincey won't. She saves up all this money to go on trips, so then DHS wants to see your bank account and she won't do it. So Gabby lost her insurance,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, if you cancel your insurance, that's $200 you're saving for Gabby, and plus the money I'll be saving for your free health insurance that I give you, I could give to you too. I said, I would love to do that, but do you know how petty my baby mama is? She would probably take me to court.
Right.
It's not even good health insurance.
I actually just signed up for dental.
$60 copays.
I just signed up for dental through
Fuck
GM
that.
because I got to get my tooth fixed, and it's going to cost me. It's 100% covered to go in and get X-rays and cleanings and normal stuff, but to get a crown on this tooth, it's going to cost a $50 deductible plus 20% of whatever the total cost was. So that's not too bad. I'm only paying $11 paycheck. I'm in. So hopefully once that gets in, I'm gonna go get my tooth fixed, and then I'm gonna fucking quit on those bastards and go work with Jeremy. I wish I could keep the dental though. Honestly, that's good dental,
You can. It'll just
I can't
cost you
afford
more.
health insurance.
right? Oh, I can't either. It's $95 for the cheapest insurance just for me every paycheck for health insurance. For a family or for me and the spouse, it's $180. For 4 extra people, it's $300 a paycheck for the cheapest kind. I said, fuck off. I ain't paying for your garbage. My kids got Medicaid. It is what it is. That's the way to do it right there. And I'm not trying to
Thank God my dad's
beat
crippled.
this system. What? Oh, I thought you said purple.
No,
I was like, you might want to take him to the hospital
He's
again.
purple, too.
If my dad wasn't crippled, I would have to pay. I would be able to claim him and my mom as dependents. So I wouldn't qualify for any help. I don't qualify for food stamps. I don't qualify for cash assistance. But I do qualify for Medicaid.
Right, and that's the thing is a lot of people are like, well, you don't get if you don't qualify for this, you don't get Medicaid. Well, no, it's not true. Every kid's qualified for Medicaid. It's I don't get food stamps or cash assistance, and that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We don't have any food, but
And that's the thing. Gabby doesn't have Medicaid, and it's literally because Vincey is too afraid to send them her bank statements because she's like, I don't want them to take my money. They're not going to take your money.
No, they might. They might if they feel like she has enough money to pay for health insurance. They'll make her cover costs.
And she does have enough money to pay for health insurance. That's the thing that
but
pisses me
even
off.
to pay for the Medicaid, it's literally like I had to pay
It's like
for it
$10
last
a
year.
month.
It was $134 for 12 months.
Yeah.
See, I tried getting
and
that.
was covering absolutely everything. I mean, my surgery was covered under $134
I got.
for 12 months.
I had to do the Michigan the Obamacare because me and Danny we don't qualify for Medicaid. We were over the line just by a little bit, so that's fine. So I tried the Obamacare and it was the same thing. It would cost me $300 and some odd a month, and that's with the discounts for me and Danny. And I was like, it's not worth it. I got a doctor where it's it's a sliding scale. I'm fine with that. She doesn't have a doctor.
I make too little for Obamacare last year. I made too little for Obamacare, but too much for Medicaid. But there was another one where it was like Medicaid that you paid for. So it wasn't Obamacare.
Yeah, it's like the
somehow.
healthy Michigan plan, ain't it?
Yeah, it was that.
And they cover more than Medicaid. They cover fucking hearing aids.
Which now with Healthy
this
Michigan, you have to show that a family of 2, so you and Josh work 80 hours
Josh,
a week.
No.
He's
No,
not
Josh
on it.
doesn't do anything.
All right, then
Nothing.
40 hours a week.
Yeah,
Josh and I are two completely separate households.
yeah. After
Josh's legal address isn't even here.
is it like the Holland area,
They do it for tax
It's
purposes.
Hamilton.
Hamilton?
Yeah, no, Josh and I are divorced.
Yeah. So after taxes, child support, and health insurance, my biweekly paycheck is less than what I get paid a week.
It sounds like she just did an owl call.
Oh.
That was the dog is eating. You can't leave food around this fat ass dog.
Josh.
No, Sassy. This dog is the smallest dog. She eats more than fucking Homer Simpson.
I hate the stupid water thing. I was trying to turn this on.
Yeah, yeah. So my biweekly paycheck after every deduction is less than what my weekly pay is.
Sorry.
That's insane.
That's What are you gonna do? What can I do? I don't know. Get a second job? Oh, I got one.
Get a sugar daddy.
Ooh. TJ? There's our weekly call out to
There's a
TJ.
website for that.
Sugar
There's
daddies?
a website for that.
I'd rather have like a sugar mommy.
No. Yeah, no, you can. There's a website.
TJ's probably on it.
TJarrangements.com. When you see my picture, please keep scrolling.
You're a sugar daddy? I fucking knew it.
No, I'm not from a baby.
I found out that TJ's been paying my Netflix since September.
Aw. That's all right. He
so
mooches off my Disney. It's okay.
Yeah, this morning I was like talking to Liz. I was like, we haven't paid for Netflix since like August, and we still have it. So I went on Netflix and I was like, oh, it's a different card number on here. And I was like, maybe Aunt Kathy and Michael logged in and changed the card because she's always like, how much money do I owe you? How much money? And I'm like, don't worry about it. And I looked at the zip code. It was like 49456 or something. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And then TJ shares his iPhone location with me. So then I clicked on that, saw the address, typed in the address in maps, and saw the zip code. I was like, that's TJ. He's been paying for it since September. So I called him this morning. He's like, I didn't even know. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that changed. I didn't know either. He's like, well, it's no biggie because I didn't know. I was like, okay.
He
Must
actually
be fucking nice, TJ.
he lives over.
Can you send me that credit card number so I can add a couple bills to that?
He lives over where I used to pick up kids first thing in the morning for Alger. Like the street he drives down to get to.
Gabby's doctor's office is Alger Pediatric.
Well, I'm talking like he drives down a side street called Barfield, and I used to pick kids up on Barfield because it made me laugh because it said barf. I'm stupid. Is there any more corrections, or do we move on?
Oh.
Good. Fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to you anymore. We did. We really did start. We kind of just jumped into being broke.
You want to talk about politics?
I'm not even really that broke. That's the sad thing.
You want to talk about politics?
No, not really.
I mean, nobody, if you guys actually got me to talk about politics, you'd be the first person ever because nobody knows my political beliefs.
That's because if you brought it up, your dad would beat you.
No.
You don't
Nobody
support
knows
Trump!
my
See how red my face got?
What are your what's your political belief?
I have to go.
Well, she was like, send all the back.
I know you were a supporter of Hillary Clinton back in 2008.
Gross.
You were in 2008.
Yeah, you were in 2008.
No,
What now? What now?
I won't tell you who I actually voted for. I will say that the idea of Trump wasn't a bad one because typically when you have a non-political leader, you have an amazing political backing.
Oh, yeah. Really?
That's like JFK.
Really? So, were you a Reagan fan? Ooh, not that you were alive, so not that it matters. Reagan's terrible.
No, but like...
He was a bad guy.
No, but okay, look at JFK. JFK wasn't in politics when he was first elected. If he would, but his political backing, like every single person and every element of the office was in good standing. I'm saying typically, historically, there's a good political backing. I think that in a they were like looking at things with $8 salaries, but being retarded up in office, and they just picked up and handed it off. He looks great in the shade of orange. But I also believe that no matter who's in office, he's a president.
Question real quick, and it's going to sound mean. Did you intentionally shove your phone up your ass for that, last 2 minutes?
I did.
Okay, I was just curious, because it got real muffled. And then I heard a queef.
I don't know why I got muffled. I had it moved.
It's like breaking up real bad.
I don't know why. We were talking about Trump, and he was like, I don't know what they're going to say.
That's it. They're
You know
monitoring
what?
our phone call right now.
They're turning you into robot voice.
And now, on that note, I'm going to leave.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's so bad. Wait until you listen to it next week. You're going to be like, or tomorrow, whenever it gets released. You're going to be like, God damn.
Son of a bitch. No wonder they just sit there silent. All right, Sam.
You guys always say that, and I never, because when you guys play back, I can hear perfectly fine. So
well, that's because you're the one talking. You know what you're saying.
Yeah. There's just sometimes where it gets real quiet, and sometimes it doesn't.
And it's all like,
Wait, do you guys actually think I know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. I mean, you just said JFK was the greatest. If he was so good, then why'd they shoot him in the back of the head?
Yeah, see here.
Should I make it up as I go?
Well,
Okay.
you get the hell out of here, Sam. Thank you for talking to us for a half hour.
Go to bed.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised she's awake.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Oh. Oh, she said, fuck off.
Mickey said the combination between me and you comes out with the name Juicy Coon.
Ugh. Good
Juicy
God.
Poon.
I'm older. Shouldn't it be BV?
No.
Why?
Juicy Coon. You're Juicy Coon, which is racist, so we'll just call it Juicy Poon.
I wanted
She's listening to the podcast right now, that's why.
bore her. Explains
what
why
I
we
said.
also got a spike in some download.
She's been downloading it since the first week.
Yeah, I noticed. So you brought up taps last week, right? Shit. You brought up taps last week because you played a song called Taps. Hold, give me a second.
Yes.
Sorry, my wife. And you said, "Well, this doesn't sound like Taps at all." I was like, "Well, it's a trumpet or the bugle, right?" We came up with bugle.
Yeah.
And I ended up reading a story on it a couple days later. Did you happen to see that on Facebook at all?
No.
Would you like to hear this a little brief story of Taps?
Sure.
I'll wait until you're done, though.
I'm done. I'm just on Facebook.
So, what it was is during the Civil War, there was a Union, we'll say captain or something, general, whatever, and he was sitting there in the middle of the night. You could hear some gunfire, and then all of a sudden hear someone screaming, "Help! Help!" And he's like, "I'm not sure if that's one of ours or one of theirs, but I have to go get him because he's in pain." So he went out into the field and grabbed the soldier and dragged him back. Now, I don't know 100% if this is true, but it could be. It's an interesting story. Drags him back, and turns out it's his son. His son went down south for school and decided to enlist in the Confederate Army. And by the time he got him back to his base, he had passed away. So he asked everyone if he could have a military funeral, even though he's a Confederate soldier. And they said, "Sure, we'll allow you to bury him instead of burning him or whatever they did, or throwing him into a grave with a bunch of other soldiers. Who knows?" And he's like, "Can I have someone play?" And for him, they said, "No, you can't have that. You can have one instrument. That's it." So he chose the bugle, and there was a piece of paper in his son's pocket, and it was a song he wrote called Taps, and there was lyrics to it and everything, and the guy played it on the bugles, and it turned out to be the doo, doo, doo. And the lyrics are kind of like dark, but so while he buried his son, the bugle player played that, and it became known as the death song of war for America, anyways. Interesting, right? I'm hurt. You fucking hurt me. I just saw you get a kick out of that. I'm out of here. Well, I'm out of here. Enjoy this podcast by yourself.
Huh? What? Taps? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Steven? Steven? Well, he was going to tell me the history of Taps, but he's gone now. At least that smell of shit went with him.
Whoa! I'm hurt. You hurt me.
Why? I thought it was an interesting story. I wasn't listening, but I thought it was interesting.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, I was listening.
Were you?
Yes. Son decided to be racist and join the Confederate Army, and he was gonna die, and they were like, "Let's give him." He's like, "Can we give him a proper funeral?" And everyone's like, "I guess," even though he's a racist grayback, and I guess. I mean, he is your son, so whatever.
You ever think that?
Can we play a song? You could have one instrument, and apparently,
But I want to.
apparently he dug in his pockets and found some lyrics and music to a song they wrote called Taps.
You totally heard the whole thing. I'm proud of you. Oh, God. So, apologize to anyone who's made it 34 minutes into this podcast, which shocks me to my core sometimes. We wanted to record this past weekend. Jeremy was busy Friday. I was busy Saturday. We were going to do it Sunday. Some shit went down. Jeremy got raped by a bear, and
Pretty much.
And it just It didn't work out. So sorry it's late. You'll get over it. We're paying for it. You're not. Shut up. You owe me $10.
No one cares.
Everyone cares. By the way, second worldwide listen, United Kingdom.
I mean, honestly, how many people?
East United Kingdom.
Ugh. How many people actually went on and said, "Hey, the download isn't here yet. What's going on?" Nobody.
That's because we never told them there'd be a certain date. The last month and a half, it's been so sporadic. They don't know when it's coming. And
Sporadic like my narbs.
they would never say anything anyway, so.
Exactly, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Friday night, we had the blizzard of the decade. We both had to go out and work into that.
The blizzard of the decade. That wasn't even that bad.
Down here, it wasn't that bad. However, it is the blizzard of the decade because it was the first snowfall of the decade.
Oh, God. Shut the fuck up.
This isn't my table.
I don't give a fuck. I'm coloring these holes in blue to make them
Mom's
look
gonna
nice.
get mad.
No, she's not.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Is she?
She might.
She will not.
I asked her if we could use these chairs, and she told me no.
Why?
Because I was like, well, we just needed to use it.
What
to
a
sit
bitch.
Use it to sit on for the podcast. Okay, I guess. Like, you just literally, they're just sitting there getting covered in dust.
What's so special about them?
They were grandma's.
Oh,
So was this table.
Who cares?
But look, I don't think it was this bad until Brittany. No offense, Brittany. Brittany borrowed it, and they just threw it in their shed. That's where I got it from.
Look, man.
Blizzard of the decade, of the century, some would say.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm tired. What are you doing?
Shouldn't you be sleeping?
Shouldn't
No.
you be sleeping?
No, I'm not. I'm fine.
Why are you always calling me when you're doing your thing?
We're not. We're on three-way.
I'm about to say, how are you supposed to know if we're on our thing? You never listen. Thanks for supporting us.
Well, that's the only reason you call me and you're both talking. What's up?
We're on three-way. I said, let's call Dad.
Yeah, we're having a three-way.
You're sick and you are doing your podcast, you homos.
Oh, now you're calling us homos. You know we have friends that are homos. They take offense to that
all
homo.
the podcast people.
All 12 of them.
30.
Oh.
What's
TJ's a
up?
homo.
What do you want?
You're a homo, sapien.
Sapien. Good one, Steve.
That wasn't
All
wasn't
right,
me.
say goodbye,
That was
Dad.
Jeremy. That was Jeremy. Thanks for.
Why did
you don't
we
even
call
know,
him?
You don't even know your own son. Huh.
Yes, I do.
You're famous. Like, people who listen want more of the hump.
No,
We
they don't.
I ate one of your chocolate bars.
I want a chocolate bar.
All right, I'm gonna eat dinner, guys.
What are you
love
having?
you.
What's for dinner?
Yeah.
Hey, tell us.
I don't
Hey,
know.
Dad, what's for dinner, buddy? Hey, huh?
Looks like maybe a goulash.
Ugh. God.
A goulash, just one goulash.
One noodle and a
One-
piece of bread.
one
No, soup.
Gooey lash.
Oh, one.
It's soup and grilled cheese.
I'm nervous.
Ooh.
If she made soup and you thought it was goulash, I wouldn't eat it. It's spoiled.
Well, I seen a can of something over there on the counter. And
A can of goulash noodle soup.
no, like tomatoes or something.
Tomatoes.
All right.
One noodle,
Goodbye.
one bread. She's on that.
Hey, Dad.
I'm gonna
Hey,
hang
Dad.
up. Don't be
Wait.
offended.
Wait, hold on. Donald Trump sucks.
Hey. Am I going to see you possibly Saturday? Aww.
I hung up.
You hung up on him? Aww. Donald Trump sucks. It got real quiet. That was a weird, awkward silence. Crash the storm of the decade. Yeah, I'm going back to that.
Okay.
So driving up north, it was pretty rough. Like, I mean, as soon as I hit the highway, my window froze.
Yeah, it was chilly.
And so we get up there. I get up there. I wasn't with anyone. I don't know why I said we. I was saying we because I normally say we while we record.
He's with his girlfriend.
I was not. I was alone. And my wiper blew up. I told you that. I had to go buy new wipers. Texted the boss today, Sam, hey, my wiper my wipers exploded Friday night. So I had to buy new ones, and he said, likely story. He's a douche. Well, he can fuck off. Did you see any crashes? Come in. Did you see any crashes? Oh, thank you.
Uber Eats just delivered McDonald's to the closet.
The closet got food. Jeremy, I'm asking you a question. You've ignored me twice.
I got confused.
Ooh, Coke.
Did I see any crashes?
Yeah.
I saw some slide-offs.
That's it?
Yep.
What if I told you? I wanted nuggets. Where the fuck are my nuggets?
God damn. What if I told you I wanted nuggets?
So there's a certain spot in Traverse City when you leave. There is a turn, and I'm gonna assume that the semi driver didn't see it when he blew off the fucking road, blew through a telephone pole, split the telephone pole in half. The wires were still suspended, holding that half of the telephone pole in midair, and he went down into a ditch pretty bad. It was all fucked up. And I imagine the red car that was following behind him was following him close because they couldn't see where they were going because they ended up in the same predicament as him.
Did they run into him?
My wife. I told her buy a 40-piece nugget. Each kid gets 5. I get 10. She gets 10. That's 20. 40. And she got a 40-piece and gave all the kids 10.
Then go there and scrounge off them.
I want a nugget, man. Like I said, I imagine what it was is there was a semi and a red car following right behind him. Semi flew off. Red car went with.
What?
I was wondering what you're doing over there. I see that picture. What? You're allowed to have a drink. I can't have a drink? What?
Mine was way quieter.
You got anything for this week, man? Do you have any interesting stories?
Interesting?
Fry?
These fries are gooey.
No, not too crunchy.
I want a McFlurry with extra snickerdoodles.
I sent you the coupon.
Fuck no.
You want me to yell at my wife?
No. You can wait until we're done recording.
Okay.
Then you can yell at her. What if I told you? Podcast? You said you had a lot of...
I do. I just didn't want to be the only one talking. I didn't know if you had anything.
Well, bring up something I want to talk about.
Okay. Oh, fuck yeah!
He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet.
Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin. What's going on?
Rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. Every little swallow, every chicken.
You know what this could mean, Steven?
I don't.
We're going to bust out some Rockin' Robin. Williams. I asked if you wanted to last week, and you said yes, and I forgot.
I said sure.
There was one
You
guy.
like that transition?
One guy who had an amazing claim to fame in terms of drugs and sport. His name was Doc Ellis. And Doc Ellis did an incredible thing. The one person who knows, thank you. Doc Ellis pitched a no-hitter on LSD. Those who've taken LSD, tell the others how hard that might be. Fuck off. If I took LSD, I'd be talking to every blade of grass like, sorry. To walk into a Major League Baseball stadium like, shh. The whole field is like, fuck. All the fans in the stadium like, ah. The umpire walks out, it's Shiva. Catcher steps out, instead of a mask, he's wearing a samurai mask. Instead of a glove, it's a vagina. Come to daddy! Batter walks out, instead of cleats, he's got hooves. Yes, instead of a bat, it's a cobra. You walk out on the mound, even your gloves going, this is fucking weird. The ball, yes, I love you, let's do this. Do it, daddy, do it. Past the cobra, into the vagina. For 9 fucking innings? Fuck me. Like, wow. He should have his own black light room at the Hall of Fame. When I was growing up, they used to say, Robin, drugs can kill you. And now that I'm 58, my doctor's going, Robin, you need drugs to live. And I realize my doctor's my dealer now, and a lot harder to get a hold of. And he's always giving me free samples like, yo, Rambo, some Lipitor, motherfucker, try it out. That's all I can hook you up with right now. I got nature more on my back, baby. That's all I can do. And these drugs have side effects that go on for fucking days, like tendency to grow another head. Oh my God. When we were growing up, we knew the side effects of the drugs we were taking. Cocaine, side effects were paranoia, ninjas on the lawn. I remember that. Quaalude, side effects were talking in tongues, English as a second language. I remember that. Marijuana, side effects were laughter, frosted flakes. That's all I remember. But now there are side effects which fucking rival the syndrome. There's a syndrome called restless leg syndrome. What the fuck is that? A tendency to break out in the river dance? Like, oh dear Christ! Grandma's got fucking restless leg syndrome. Take care, kids. I'm on my way to Dublin. Take care. And side effects include compulsive gambling and obsessive sexual behavior. That's not a side effect. That's fucking Vegas. They should just give you a bus ticket and say, good luck. And how soon before they have a drug where side effects may include rectal ventriloquism? If your asshole starts talking, call a doctor. Or get friends over, because it's going to be a fun night. And what a great side effect for a politician. I was never with that woman. Liar! Liar! He's an asshole and so am I! The one drug they give you that's kind of wonderful before the surgery was Viagra. Great drug, amazing, a lot of fun. After open heart surgery, not so much fun. Taking Viagra after open heart surgery is like a Civil War reenactment with live ammo. Not good. It's a duel to the death between your dick and your heart. The moment you take it, your penis is like, I'm 25, yes, let's do this. And your heart's going, bullshit. We're just back online, you asshole. Slow down, I'm gonna put a cramp in your calf. Ah! And your penis is going, I still got the hips, ramming speed, let's do this. And your heart's going, I'm throwing your back out, fuck off, ah! And the penis is going, I'm still hard, we're going in, yeah! And the heart's going, I'm opening up your asshole, ah! Ah! Are you coming? No, I think I'm fucking dying! And when you finally do come, after an hour, and after an hour, even my penis is going, I got shit to do. After an hour, when you finally come, it's like, ah! Yeah! 1 drop of sperm. With 2 50-year-old sperms going, where the fuck are we? I never thought I'd be called into action. This is crazy. I'm sure if you had a microscope, they both would have walkers like, keep moving. My tail is cramping, god damn it! Head towards the tits, I know my way from there! And I'm sure there's 2 other sperms in my balls going, wait here! If she puts a finger in the ass, then we go! Yes, indeed! There's another drug. Another drug they don't tell you is a drug. It's a class 4 narcotic, alcohol. And the only warning they have on a bottle of alcohol is don't drink this if you're pregnant. Bullshit, that's how you got pregnant, number one. And alcohol is especially dangerous for people like myself, alcoholics. Or you can say ethanol challenge, whatever you want to call it. And people go, Robin, how do I know if I'm an alcoholic? Well, as one, let me give you some warning signs. Number 1, after a night of heavy drinking, you wake up fully clothed going, hey, somebody's shitting my pants. Number 2, you have a couple of cocktails, you find yourself on the freeway going, what are these fuckers doing going the wrong way? Number 2. Number 3, you get drunk, you go out for Indian food, you wake up in Bombay with a camel licking your balls. Ta-da! You are an alcoholic. And some people say, Robin, I'm a functioning alcoholic, which is, you can be one. It's like being a paraplegic lap dancer. You can do it. Just not as well as the others, really. And they say alcoholism is peer pressure. Bullshit. Peer pressure for an alcoholic is, come here. And I believe alcoholics are God's rodeo clowns. We're the ones doing the stupid shit nobody else will do. We're the ones coming on a shoot number 5 on a 5th of vodka, like, looking for a woman who's going, ew, you're the one, yeah! And we're moody little motherfuckers, too, because we'll be like, God damn it, man. I love you. I'll fucking kill you. Step outside, I'll kick my ass. God damn it, let's do this. Pour me. Goddamn, pour me. Pour me another drink. And we think we're sexy, too, because we'll come up to women going like, hey, baby, were your parents retarded? Because you sure are special. And we see nothing wrong with that. We've got backup. If that doesn't work, we go, hey, sit on my face, I'll guess your weight.
It sounds like you during your
and
drinking
ladies, if you take an alcoholic home for the night, oh, good luck.
It's me now.
You're in for a fun evening. It's like playing pool with a rope. Good fucking luck.
That's true, but you're a little more smooth.
I love you. And the next morning, that all-important question, who the fuck are you? Oh, my God. Well, at least I get a sweater. Cool. Fucking it. Because you see, as an alcoholic, you will violate your standards quicker than you can lower them. You will do shit that even the devil would go, dude. And there's a voice that tells alcoholics we can drink. It's the same voice you hear if you can go up to the top of a very large building and you look over the side. There's a little voice that goes, jump. You can fly. Even though your asshole is going, no, you can't.
Jenny.
And if you ever thought about jumping off a tall
Forrest
building,
Gump.
there was a guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. He survived, and he said this. He said, halfway down, I thought it was a bad idea. And some things you may want to stay away from while drinking heavily. eBay, not a good idea. eBay and alcoholism, perfect storm of addiction. You'll find yourself up to your ass in George Foreman grills and ShamWows. Another thing you don't want to do while really drunk is get a tattoo. I did. I got really loaded. I got a tattoo in Mandarin that says happiness and laughter right here. I think it says that. I've never had a Chinese person that close to my balls going, that's what it says. But I had a friend get really fucked up and he got a tattoo in Mandarin that's supposed to say Golden Warrior. And a Chinese friend said, no, it says ass monkey. Then the idiot went out and got drunk again and got a tattoo in Hindu that was supposed to say Dawn of Enlightenment. And a Hindu friend said, no, it says deliveries on Tuesday. So he is now the ass monkey who delivers on Tuesday for the rest of his life. And girls, if you want to get that lovely tattoo of the sunrise rising out of your ass crack, gorgeous when you're 20, but when you're 50, it's an octopus.
I think you're getting a phone call.
Hello?
Are you still recording?
Yes.
Do you remember getting Papa Murphy's?
Do I remember Papa Murphy's?
Do you remember getting Papa Murphy's twice when we were married?
Maybe.
And it killing us all with the diarrhea?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah. It still does.
It's the damn sauce.
I guess it happened.
To who?
Why don't I remember it?
Oh, okay. You're asking me for clarification. Someone's talking about it and you just wanted to know if I remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, that's all I wanted.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Chasing a fucking starfish.
Her mouth was so full of food.
So no, be careful. And if they made a drug that allowed you to drink and not get drunk, an alcoholic would go, what happens if you take two? No. Because we have these things called blackouts as alcoholics. It's not really blackouts. It's more like sleepwalking with activities. Kind of strange. I believe it's your conscience going into a witness protection program. It's your conscience going, you're about to fuck a hobbit. I gotta go. Good luck. I'm gonna leave the dick on, and after an hour I'm opening up the asshole, but that didn't stop you Tuesday. Good luck. Take care.
Huh?
And alcoholics, we're like assholes. We can't wait to shit on everybody. Family, friends, we'll be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, go fuck yourself, fuck you, fuck. I'm fucked. And they tried to send my ass to rehab, and I went, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I went to rehab in wine country just to keep my options open. And while I was in rehab, I read an article in the Inquirer about my being drunk, and it was like, that poor fuck, oh, fuck, that's me. And that weird thing, too, about when you read articles in the Inquirer or TMZ, and you're looking at all these assholes going, those poor motherfuckers, look at that. And only the Germans could come up with a word for that. Feeling pleasure at other people's misfortune. It's called Schadenfreude. And only the Germans could go, we found a fucking word for that. God bless you.
No. Stopped abruptly.
Oh, that's the end of it.
Oh.
I gave you time to eat.
That was my toe.
Oh. Get your fucking toe out of the way. I gave you time to eat.
I did.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I had a dream about you last week.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to know what it was about?
Sure.
So there we were. Getting arrested. And going to jail.
Again?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's never happened to me before. What am I talking about?
So we went to jail.
Yep.
And we're there. And you come up to me and you say, hey, they're letting us out. I'm like, they're letting us out? And you're like, yeah, they're letting us out.
They're letting us out.
No, but we had a conversation before about engaging in conversations. And today you just completely ignored me to draw your cartoons.
I'm not ignoring you. You talk quick. You don't give me spots to... You want me to just interrupt you with the hole on your windsock? Why do you have a hole on your windsock?
I think I accidentally pulled it off. It looks like a penis now.
So we went to jail. We got arrested.
Dude, we got arrested.
In this dream of yours.
Yeah.
Steven's dream.
With Jeremy. Starring Jeremy.
With Jeremy.
So we're there. And you're like, hey, man. They're letting us out. I'm like, how are they? They're letting us out. And I don't even remember what we did to go to jail. But it wasn't like anything bad, but it definitely was a year or more sentence. So,
that's something bad. That's called a felony.
Right. So you're like, they're letting us out. And I'm like, sweet, man. And you're like, yeah, all we gotta do is climb over this wall. All right, cool. So we climb over the wall and we get out.
You didn't second guess that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not smart. So we get out, and next thing you're like, come on, we gotta go, man. We gotta hurry. And we're on the run. And I'm like, yay, we're free. And we're just walking down the street. And you're like, oh, look out, cops. So then we hide. And I'm like, why are we hiding? I thought we were free. We are. And then
Technically we are.
Yeah.
We're not in there anymore.
So then we walk some more. And we end up at someone's house. I think it was like Tony's old house. It doesn't matter. The one across from the party store.
No. Tony no here.
So we're there. And I call up Mom. I was like, Ma, we're out of jail. You want to come pick us up? What do you mean you're out of jail? Yeah, Jeremy said they let us go, so we left last night. Yeah, they're looking for you. You escaped. I'm like, what? Well, I got to do something. I mean, I didn't. He said we were free, so I figured we're good. I mean, I got to tell him that this wasn't me. This was him. Which, yeah, there we go. I'm just going to throw you under the bus.
Right.
And you're like,
I got you out of jail.
Yeah, you got me out.
You're welcome.
We're having a good time walking down the street holding hands in the park.
Like when we skipped school for the first time, hiding from cops.
How dumb, right?
Right.
The thought of a 7th grader, though, really. 8th grader.
Yeah, I think we were in 8th grade.
So I'm like, I gotta tell him. And you're like, you ain't telling no one. And you pulled a knife out and he started coming at me. And I'm like, Ma, he's gonna kill me. What am I supposed to do? And you like swiped it at me and you missed. I'm like, fuck, man, Ma. And then all of a sudden there's another knife block. And you pull out one of those big serrated bread knives and you swing at me and chop my pinky in half. And it starts squirting everywhere.
That's a sharp knife.
Yeah. Well, a lot of force.
Oh, well, I used.
You're
the force.
strong. Yeah. And then I woke up. So we went to jail, and then he tried killing me. Probably succeeded.
So I killed you?
I'm gonna assume. I mean, I woke up, so I don't know.
Well, that sounds like a great dream.
I woke up kind of scared.
I had a dream that I was having sex with someone,
Uh-huh.
and they shit on me.
So,
all over me.
You know what I hate about Facebook?
What?
The people who share those pictures, like Aunt Kathy.
Which pictures?
Oh, no one's gonna. Actually, I think that was.
No one will share this.
Yeah,
Let's try to get some shares. She has leukemia.
Yeah,
and
everyone thinks
HIV/AIDS.
Everyone thinks I'm ugly. So this one right here. It's my birthday. No one liked it because I am disabled. Can I get a wish? Is there anyone who can share my photo? And
let me see the photo.
Yeah,
let me see the disabled ugly person.
She's missing
a leg
and a hand. See? And a hand. And I think her other leg, but stuff like
Her
that.
nubs are purple.
And I like
I don't
so.
care.
So I click on the guy's Facebook page, and it's a dude. It's not even a girl. And
It's called what the fuck is it called?
They're trying to get likes.
Yeah, it's God damn it. It's literally there's a word for it, man. Oh my god. Fuck it.
When you figure it out. Yeah, so then there's all these other ones on there, like this guy. This is Daniel. Everyone stopped liking him because he got brain cancer. Can I get one like and one amen for Daniel? And I'm like, no.
My father-in-law had fucking brain tumors and shit, and I tease him all the time about it.
Right. And it's like, and that ain't how it works. You know, like, no one's going to stop liking you because you had brain cancer. Or, this dog is ugly, so no one shares it. Please share a picture. And I'm like, because he had half a black, half white face. Mom shared that one. It's like, it's so dumb. The whole point of it is to get people to share. Just stop. It's stupid. It's stupid, stupid, stupid.
What do you,
I hate him.
What do you expect, man? I mean,
they just pry on old people.
She's on drugs all the time.
Mom?
No, Aunt Kathy.
Oh, Mom does it too, man.
Oh, Mom probably does it because Aunt Kathy does it. She probably sees
the ones, this soldier just got returned from Iraq to find out his wife has been cheating on him. Clickbait, yeah. Can we get one amen for this soldier who fought so hard for our freedom? And it's like,
that's when you just
no.
You comment on, you click on the actual photo and you type gay man.
God, isn't that the word?
Right, Ken? Give me an amen.
Amen. Seriously, it's one of the things that I see him and it pisses me off more than anything off Facebook. I got one more thing for the docket.
Did you see the video I sent you on Facebook Messenger? The little kitty.
Yes. Oh, that's cute. What up with the dude, Lion King? The guy singing the Lion King song the other day.
Oh, that's Tayson Day. Chocolate rain.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
You don't know Tayson Day?
No. Well, we got something for next week. Go ahead and put that in your phone in notes so we can listen to it next week.
What, Tayson Day's Chocolate Rain?
Yeah, sure.
We could listen to it right now.
But I got another question for you.
Go for it.
An hour and 4 minutes.
Who cares?
That's a good point. Well,
Chocolate
I
Rain
have
was like
something to do tonight before I go to bed.
Was a viral video.
I know the song. I just never listened to it. I've heard pieces from Freeberry.
Terrible. I don't understand how it got so famous. It was just
because it was so terrible. It's like, what's his name? She bang, that guy from American Idol.
Yeah, but Tayson Day's actually a decent singer now, and he makes $500,000. He's like a voiceover actor now too.
He's ugly.
And I never said he was cute.
Well, to be an actor, you got to be cute.
I said voiceover actor.
Oh.
He's in the new Transformers cartoon that they're rebooting.
Who cares?
He does.
No, just Transformers is... You know what I'm saying? You asked last week why we're such terrible people.
Who?
Me and you. You asked why we were so mean to so many people when we were growing up, and you never... Why? Why were we that mean?
Did I?
Yes.
Who were we mean to?
There was Sped, the old fart. The old farts down the road, but they deserved it. There's a lot of people we were mean to that didn't deserve it, and I can give you one example. And I'd like to have a brief conversation about this special someone.
I'm nervous.
So, when he joined our elementary school, you were cool with him.
Oh man!
I was cool with him. You know, because you're like, this dude's cool. Then what happened the next day? But someone said, he's gay.
I said it.
You said it.
I said it.
Why?
He pissed me off.
So you called him gay?
Yep, we were standing in line, and it went Cody, Samantha, Flowers, me, and then it was.
And this was fourth grade because you were in Mr. Gorman's class.
I think it was third grade.
No, because we didn't have this. We had the same class in third grade. He wasn't in my class.
I
might have been second grade.
Oh, it might have been second grade.
Yeah.
And
damn, he had to put up with us for 4 years.
And he ended up he did something that pissed me off. And I looked right over at Samantha and said, "Hey, Cody's gay." And that literally ruined his whole elementary school career.
It did. And he was an okay guy. Now that I think about it from the past, he reminds me a lot of Eric Cooper. Like right now, just kind of weird like that. And it's really sad that we were mean, but he kept trying so hard to be our friends. Like he'd come up and, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And we just make fun of him.
Everyone.
He was so poor.
Yep, and dirty.
Like I told my wife that he got new clothes. He came to school in a new shirt, but it was so used there was holes in it, but it was new to him. And we treated him like garbage because someone started a rumor that he was gay. Thank you. I didn't know it was you.
It was me.
He smelled bad sometimes, which I mean
he smelled like pee.
He probably didn't have a working shower. I feel terrible for it.
It's funny how you could tell the difference in life from then to now. Because now, if you told someone, "Yeah, they're gay," they'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, who cares?
He must be doing fine for himself. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids.
That sounds about right.
Unless they're the same kids and they're just multiple pictures.
No, it's different kids. I don't know if it's 8 different kids, but it definitely is different
That's
kids.
8 kids in there. I
mean, I don't know.
The union. Okay, so he is gay. TJ.
So, like, certain things reminded me. Remember the one time when this was 6th grade, because this was in Mr. Gorman's 6th grade class, and he sprayed you in the face with cleaner. Yeah, he looks the same.
He was gonna spray me in the face.
He looks like Scott Farkas.
Okay, so here's just the 6th grade.
Because I was in the room with it. It was just us 3.
You weren't there.
I was there.
No, you weren't there.
Yes, I was. Remember you grabbing him by his shirt?
I didn't grab him by the shirt.
I'm gonna fuck you up. 109.25.
So
whether you believe it or not, I was in there with you.
No, you weren't. It was
dark
me.
room.
It wasn't a dark room.
Dark, lights
It was
were off.
me, him, and Zach. Wyant. And he was talking mad shit. Zach stayed in from recess, and a lot of times I would stay in with him that year. and he was talking mad shit about Zach. So I went after him, and he grabbed that Lysol bottle, or the little Lysol tabletop cleaner, and he was going to spray it. And I knocked it out of his hand. I pushed him. He went, "Rah!" And I started wailing on him.
I was there.
No, you weren't.
I sure was. Just like when you
I
said
never grabbed a shirt.
Just like you said, and I wasn't. I was thinking.
Look,
I
man.
was thinking of
No.
Yogi in middle school when you guys fought in the hallway for a second. It was
You were there.
Just a bunch of headlocks and like wrestling type stuff. But I'm pretty sure you threw him up against the locker. Yogi.
Duran.
That's his name. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I remember pushing him and then choking him. Like I had a death grip on his throat, and then I started punching him in the gut, and then Mr. Three Fingers showed up.
But with that, it reminds me of the frog incident with Moses and Josh. You said for years I wasn't there. I was like, but I was there. I watched it happen.
I said you were there.
Just the other day, yeah, but before
Look, man, I'm
you
gonna
weren't
shove
there.
my ass in your face.
I'm fine with that. You weren't there. You weren't there. It was just me, Brittany, Moses, and Josh. I was like, but I watched the frog get hit, and his back legs get hit, and he was barely crawling across the road and got splattered by another car.
Well, Zach's out of prison now. We could call him up and see if. Yeah, I know.
What was he in prison for?
Who knows? Probably beating his wife.
Maybe. I just.
His cerebral palsy wife.
Yeah, I'm good. He called me one time on the phone and just sat there and talked to me about how drugs were okay, and that it's okay to be sad. And I'm like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, when I went and hung out with him the one time when his mom convinced me to do it, and he just sat there. He got drunk. Then decided in his drunken stupor that me and his wife, who can't move like the right side of her body, were gonna have sex. And then he got mad at me, took it out on her, and then started telling me about how he wants to commit suicide. And I was like, well, this was fun.
It was nice catching up. No wonder no one from school talks to you anymore. But yeah, I remember that fight. I know it was in that classroom because I walked up and because you weren't at recess or lunch, recess, whatever recess it was. It was in the afternoon.
It was the last.
Yeah, the
recess
last
of the
one.
day.
Yeah.
What day was it on?
Oh, yeah, okay. What day was on? I feel like it was on a Wednesday.
It was on a Friday. I got suspended for one day, and then we went to the bar and bumped into Dad. And I said, I got suspended for fighting, and I was actually all happy.
Oh, okay. But I remember being there. I mean, you don't have to remember me being there. You tend to block me out because, it's hard for you to stand in my shadow. I'm fat. Back to Cody there. We were mean to him. We were terrible kids, man. Everyone in that school, terrible people. And one ray of light, Mr. Gorman, man, he knew exactly what he was probably going through. Bought him those nice new pair of shoes and some nice clothes. And I think that turned him around, turned his life around. He started going, remember when we ran into him at the pool? And he fucking had girls all over him, and he was a fucking straight-up pimp. And I'm like, I don't got a girlfriend.
Bro, he was on PBS freestyling when we were in high school.
Good for him, man. I feel terrible for all that. I really do.
I mean, I feel terrible, too, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't really give a fuck.
I was in elementary school, man. People were mean to us, too.
Who was mean to me?
Everyone called you fat. And
I called myself fat.
And then Miss Trammell, made fun of me for being pigeon-toed. So
yeah, because you run like a dipshit.
Yeah.
More than likely, everyone called me fat because you called me fat.
Well, if you weren't so fat, I wouldn't call you fat.
I wasn't that fat.
All right, fat.
I mean, I was. I hate you. I hate you so much. I mean, honestly, yeah, I remember my deepest, darkest secret in 6th grade was I weighed 160 pounds, I think. And I felt terrible about that.
Bryson weighs 154.
Right, so now I know how fat I was. I'm just it's like a reflection of me. And I told him, I was like, you might want to, you can change that. Don't be like me, because trust me, it follows you forever.
It's easy to gain, hard to lose.
And yeah, people call me fat, but I don't know. People weren't really mean to me.
I know,
might have been. But,
it's so sweet. Like my daughters are always like, I'll say something about me being fat, and they go, you're not fat, Dad. And I go, no, I am. It's okay. I know I am. You could say it. Dad, you're not fat. I really am.
my kids learn to start saying it. Let me tell you, the moment they start saying it to you, it actually hurts. Like, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, Millie's like, yeah, but you're fat, Dad. I'm like,
Millie, like, I
And
think
I am.
intentionally wants to be an asshole.
she does. I think she really wants to hurt people. All right, you can exit us out, man.
We were dickhead children.
We were dickhead children.
You want to do a real quick trivia since we're here?
Harry Potter?
No.
All right, why not? Finish on a high note. Take from here, by the way. Take
Okay.
from here. Because if you take from the middle and put it on the back, eventually we're going to get to that back. Yeah. But there's, yeah. Eventually, what I'm saying is, this right here is all used, right? So if you keep taking them from the middle, eventually this will be the middle, and you're going to take ones that we've already used, but not the ones, and there's still some up front that are good. Here.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look up this phone.
Blah, blah. Wah, 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 movie trivia. So last time we tied, even though you said you won. So I
won by half a point. You even let me because
I said if anything, you'd get like an eighth of a point, but I'm not giving it to you. Then when we got done, me reading, getting the last one wrong, you're like, all right, I win.
I
I'm
did
like, whatever,
win
I don't even
by an
care.
eighth of a point.
No. Which actor was left alone in the movie Home Alone?
Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin.
No, we were looking for Richard Culkin.
Shit.
His brother's actually in that. His brother plays.
He's the cousin that wets the bed.
Yeah.
Kieran, who
Kieran.
grows up and wins Oscars and shit.
And is gay. He played
Is he gay?
He played in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and he was gay in that movie. I assume
It's a
it's
good
his
movie.
repertoire.
That's a good. He's a good actor.
I like him.
True or false? Meg Ryan sings the song "L'amour" over the end credits of the 1995
True.
movie French Kiss.
True.
False. Kevin Kline sings it.
Oh, fucking, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? By the way, speaking of Kieran McCulkin, right? Kieran. He looks
Kieran
like
Culkin.
He
You
looks
said
like
McCulkin.
he looks like Macaulay mixed with Tobey Maguire. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, because they kind of look.
He almost looks. He almost looks like he's never finished going through puberty, even now.
like Michael.
Yeah.
So this should be easy for you. Complete this telltale phrase from the movie 300. This is
Toronto. Sparta.
Yes, Toronto.
This is Toronto. Eh?
Sorry about that yelling.
We just get really upset when people come in and threaten our universal health care. Eh?
Free pills. By the way, these are really easy, you
Right.
fucker.
What is John Wayne's last movie? The Shootist, Rooster Cogburn, or Brannigan? So I should pull it up to my phone.
Brannigan.
The answer is
Rooster Cogwell.
The Shootist.
God, John Wayne. Who won Oscars for his roles in both The Godfather 2 and Raging Bull? Pilgrim. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim. That's actually a line from one of his movies. I thought Peter was just being a douchebag.
I'm trying to... Marlon Brando.
No.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, you said Marlon Brando, so I can't give it to you.
Is it De Niro?
It is De Niro. I'm going to give it to you anyways, because who cares?
Leaving Las Vegas earned both Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Shue Oscar nominations. But who won?
It had to be Shue, because it definitely wasn't him. I don't think he's an Oscar winner, is he?
What if I told you
It was the director.
Nicolas Cage won?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he's an Oscar winner. What is RoboCop's real name? Murphy, Bob, or Howard?
Bob.
Murphy.
Stupid name. Who directed Jurassic Park?
Steven Spielberg.
Hey, you got one.
Yeah, I did. Injury.
Injury.
So I was telling you earlier that The Simpsons copied Family Guy again.
Yeah, what was the...
It was an episode where Lisa decided she had to, like, Bart bet her that she could not make Willie a upstanding citizen.
So it's like when they turned that fucking British bitch.
Yes.
So you Googled it to figure out which episode was first?
The Family Guy was like 2003.
Well, and I bet Family Guy did a lot of copying of early Simpsons.
Right, I think they did it on purpose.
So Family Guy started coming out on top. So Simpsons had to throw their punches too and start copying Family Guy.
I think they copy on purpose just to prove a point, because we're talking like, when she starts singing, "The life of the wife was ended by the knife," and he's like, "By George, she's got it." Willie starts talking perfect English, and she's like, "I think he's got it." I'm like, oh, come on! They start singing.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, because they're both famous in their own right. Simpsons makes millions. Family Guy makes millions. I mean, they got together and collaborated.
I know
Who
they're
cares?
fine with it. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
Everyone knows that Family Guy copied Simpsons for the longest time, and now Simpsons does the same thing. But
my favorite thing is, you ever hear the Trey Parker and Matt Stone's opinion on Seth MacFarlane?
No,
they think he's the worst. He's like the biggest bullshitter of a cartoonist.
Oh, I could see
He
that.
just copies everything. It's nothing original. And you gotta give him. I mean, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, you gotta give him props, because they go out and like they're like, oh, we got like 40 minutes before our new episode airs, and they're just handing it in because it's got to be so current with what's going on in pop culture.
Like Sunday, they're like, let's start recording this, or let's come up with an idea. Monday, they start drawing. Tuesday, they start recording.
And then they always have to change shit because like something might happen. Right. And we need to talk about that instead.
So then they got to hand it in by like Friday. It's like they got, I think, 7 days really to get a whole show done and turned in.
I've heard them talk about where like they like within minutes before it was airing, they were handing it in.
It's badass.
They're cool, man.
All right, let's get out of here. I got to go to the store. I mean, I love you guys. By the way, again, United Kingdom and Norway now. United Kingdom, listen to our last episode. It said East United Kingdom, so I don't know where in East United Kingdom it was, but that's pretty sweet.
Here. Just for fun.
Pardon me.
Quick.
Oh, I'm starting to smell like nasty, sweaty ass.
Like your wife.
Oh, my. More like your wife, poopy pants.
You think that's bad? Remember when I auditioned to be David Hasselhoff's car?
But what's funny is, of course, this has become more notorious not for Muhammad and that whole thing, but because this is the episode where we rip on Family Guy. And so everyone, that's what most people want to talk to us about, going, do you really not like Family Guy, or are you? And yeah. I just want to say for the record right now, like, we've seen Family Guy. We do hate it. We do hate Family Guy. And it's just a person, and we totally understand that people love it, and that's why we put it in the show. We understand that it speaks to some people, and
this is Trey Stone and Matt Parker
great.
And
we certainly don't think it should be taken off the air or anything like that. We just don't respect it in terms of writing. That's probably the best way to put it.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Because, there's basically, we always try to avoid, there's one thing we always try to avoid in South Park is gags. We hate gags. And so whenever we're bringing in new writers, we always know the gaggy writers, right? Which are the ones that no matter what you're talking about and how deep of an issue or whatever character arc or whatever it is, they're just throwing out a gag. And it's just like, yeah, and then he says this. And it's like, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. That has nothing to do with that character. You're just throwing out a gag randomly. And it seems like Family Guy is basically just gags.
I think what makes me disappointed about Family Guy is I think it could be an amazing show. I think you can tell they're smart people working on it. But I think they've just kind of gone for...
I don't think they work hard enough.
Yeah, they need to work harder.
So, was that the episode? Do you remember the episode where in South Park where I think, Cartman went to go cancel Family Guy and all the writers were just like whales.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so he gets there to cancel it, and it's literally a big tank full of whales that go into this big, like, cage of, it's like balls, like little floaty balls. They grab one, drop it, and then they grab another one, drop it, and then they'd read. It's like the lottery. And Family Guy's episode this week is going to be about Santa Claus fucking Lois. It's brilliant. It's so stupid.
And what was I gonna say?
And they got a point. It is because it was like.
It is
the whole
nonstop gag.
Yeah, that was worse than the time that I put my dick in Stewie and then flashback. Like, what's that got to do with anything? I know, you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's what they made their show on, is nothing but flashbacks, and that's why it was such a crazy episode when Stewie and Brian got locked in that vault, in that bank vault, because there was no flashbacks. It was just straight through, and it was good. I thought that was really good. That was fucking Emmy winning right there. And I think they were nominated.
I like the episodes where Stewie and Brian got together, and Seth MacFarlane learned really quick that, because originally they hated each other, and he realized the dynamic that they could have together was great.
Right.
Like the road to Rhode Island.
And I like those episodes because they do hate each other, but they were good. But then they became such gay friends, and they're still
like me
fun.
and you.
They're still fun, but it seems like they've changed. And what sucks is Brian was always kind of a cool dog, and then all of a sudden he became this fucking pretentious liberal.
Yeah. He's a narcissist.
It's bad. It's
so bad. It annoys me. We should change it to Martin Luther King Middle School. Like, you give a fuck. You just want to get your lipstick licked.
It's funny too. I started thinking during that's all Family Guy does is talk ill about Fox. Oh, Simpsons did the same thing.
Right. Oh, Simpsons been talking shit about Fox since 1989.
Right, here's the Fox writer in this with Family Guy. Here's the Fox writers, and it's just monkeys. Yeah, and it's like, well, yeah, it's kind of like Family Guy. That's probably what it is. It's just monkeys.
And we're done. What? Goodwill Hunting. Hey, you gonna put my name on that? Well, you didn't even do anything. You just sat there and got stoned the whole time.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I got to be Macbeth in an hour. Or no, that's a different one where he's like, This is worse than Ben Affleck acting or becoming or training to be for a role or blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be Macbeth in an hour." Okay, got it.
I think that would have been funny if we were like, "I'm Macbeth. All right."
Because the split personalities, right? I
don't remember. You know and the crazy thing is, I think it was in Miss Tippett's English class in 2000 in our senior year.
Yep.
And we had to read Macbeth.
I love Shakespeare.
Okay, I do too, but I'm lazy. I don't want to read. So we had to read Macbeth, and then we had a project.
Oh,
do you remember the project?
I've heard this story like 3 times in the last year, so yes.
You remember the project? I actually tried adding her on Facebook to tell her this.
Yes.
Who the fuck? Quit stopping it. You're reaching over. You bumped the touchpad. Who cares?
The cursor was all the way over here.
It doesn't. Oh, me.
Well, I'm just saying it. Stop recording if the cursor was on the stop.
I tried adding Miss Tibbetts on Facebook.
Is there another?
I found her. I want to tell her the story because we had to either make a compilation CD for certain scenes of Macbeth or a comic strip. Which, at the time, I made a lot of comic strips, stick figures. I didn't want to draw anything. I was like, I'll make a mixed CD. I never read Macbeth.
I did. I loved it.
I never read it, and I made this CD. And what I did was, I Googled, pivotal scenes of Macbeth and read what the scene was about, and then found songs that I thought would closely go along with it. I started with Interlude by The Killers, which was literally an interlude for their Sam's Town album. And then I ended it with the Exitlude from that album. And you had to give reasons why you picked a song for what you picked it for. And I said I picked the Interlude because in the beginning of plays, they would have a narrator come out and get you ready. This is a scene and blah, 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 and Macbeth. And she loved that. She's like, I love that you did that. And she's like, I think there was a swear word in one of your songs, but it was so good, I'm just going to let it pass. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And it turns out I picked an Avenged Sevenfold song for when Lady Macbeth... Doesn't Lady Macbeth kill Macbeth? Or the other way around or something? I told you I never read it.
I haven't read it since that year.
And I picked a song for that scene. and it was an Avenged Sevenfold song, which then I learned like 5 years later was inspired by Macbeth.
Whoa, Macbeth. Like the story, the Shakespeare play we were reading?
Yeah. You ready to get out of here?
How does that work, by the
You want
way?
to get pumped up on our outro?
Kinda. How does that work?
What?
Like we're I think Macbeth kills his brother or his uncle, and then he like, because he wants to be king or something, and he like starts getting haunted by a ghost and goes crazy, and then she kills him. I don't
Maybe
know.
it wasn't Macbeth. Maybe it was the other one. Is there another one? No, it was Macbeth. I don't know. Fuck it. Who cares?
I mean, there is another. There's tons of them.
I know. There's a few.
Shakespeare in Love.
Such a terrible movie.
Never seen it.
Mr. Fowler made us watch it. I'll just fast forward through the sex scenes, and it was a VCR, so we literally got to see the sex scenes.
I know Miss Brown, because you had Fowler Ed Brown. She we watched Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, I like that movie.
It's a good movie. Sure. All
right, go on.
Outro to this?
No.
You can't?
No. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I mean, I settled for a new outro with Ellen, and now I'm stuck. I'm in love with it. I'm determined to listen to Ellen. You better believe it. Look, man, I changed it for you. It's what you wanted. Why you telling me to shut up? This fits us better. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Are you sad?
No.
You want to hold my hand while I do it?
No.
Fuck you too. It's hot in here.
Because you're sad.
That was a long episode.
Nice, ain't it?
Sometimes it's just really hot in here.
Well, hurry up and...
I'm wearing long johners.
Hurry up and say the words. You know what?
What? What?
Saturday night, I get past social dues. I get high in the evening, sniffing pots of glue. Oh.
Turn you down a little bit.
I'm a bitch, all the bitches back. Stone cold beef coon, as a matter of fact. I can bitch, cause I'm better than you. It's the way that I move, the things that I do, boo.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe you listened to this at least 20 times? I can't believe it's been 20. Where does the time go? Yeah, I mean, it's been...
So that turned me so far down.
I turned you down a little bit, but it still picked you up like crazy.
So the podcast itself.
Yeah. And that means you've... I mean, we've been around for 22 weeks then? Because we missed 2 weeks or so. So thank you for coming back and listening. Again, I wish you'd get more involved on social media. If we post more, will you jump in? That'd be nice. Tell us what you like about it. You can listen, share, review, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube at Inside the Mind of the Brothers Humphrey, Pandora, brothershumphrey.libsyn.com. Find us on social media, Facebook at Inside the Mind of the Brothers Humphrey, and Twitter at the Bros Hump.
You like hit the post perfectly for the sexy sax.
I'm good at it. Until next week, this is Stephen and Jeremy Inside the Mind of the Brothers Humphrey with a huge... I didn't hear anything.
It didn't work.
See ya.
Smells like steamed broccoli.
That's my balls.
Steamed hams.
Steamed, yeah.
This grill is not a grill.
The stove is just a stove.
See ya. Oh, speaking of that, see ya. I just realized Steve says see ya like that at the end of every Steve and Kyle podcast.
Not everyone.
You're a copycat.
No,
he even
not.
does it on segment 17 now. You're just a big copycat. But I digress. You want to do a fast five?
I didn't copy him.